B was in a hurry, like, I'm about to ignore all human dignity because I need a bathroom level of urgency. When she gets to the cafe, she runs into the classic universal obstacle, customers only. Her brilliant solution? Buy a piece of bread, because clearly carbs fix everything. Except they don't. The cashier insists she has to pay first, and B, out of time and patience, is about to lose it when Ben shows up, a complete stranger with main character rom-com energy. He just says B is his wife, because of course that always works, and places an order. Problem solved, or at least the bathroom one. After thanking her improvised husband, B heads to the restroom, but somehow manages to turn even that into chaos. She splashes water all over her pants at the sink and goes into full emergency mode. Meanwhile, Ben shows up to check if she's okay, already way too invested for someone who just invented a marriage. They keep talking at the cafe, and the chemistry between them builds fast, like those connections that only happen in movies or when you're emotionally vulnerable and in a rush. On their first date, B reveals she did gymnastics for 5 years, and Ben says he's a trader, meaning he makes money staring at charts and pretending to understand the market. They walk through the park, then go back to his apartment where he makes toast. Yes, the peak of culinary romance. They talk late into the night and end up sleeping together. B, already emotionally invested at record speed, wakes up the next day and decides to leave without saying anything. Meanwhile, Ben just goes on with his life until B, by pure coincidence, or convenient writing, overhears him calling her a disaster to his friend Pete. The magic disappears faster than bad Wi-Fi. Cut to 6 months later, they run into each other at a club because apparently the universe doesn't let people move on. B says she's engaged, spoiler, she's lying, and Ben reacts like someone who is definitely not affected, but clearly is. Everyone ends up going to a wedding in Australia because why not escalate everything to another continent? On the plane, B tries to go to the bathroom, sneaks into first class, tries to steal Ben's cookies, and gets stuck in his seat. Yes, that happens. She practically has to undress to free herself, which is exactly the kind of situation you never want to be in unless you're in a romantic comedy. In Australia, the group stays in a house with an amazing beach view, and tensions resurface. Bea finds out Ben has an ex, Margaret, and naturally gets bothered, even while claiming she wants nothing with him, because emotional consistency is optional. Meanwhile, Bea faces personal issues, like finding out she's been dropped from law school just to complete the chaos package. At a party, silly games turn into serious arguments, flowers catch on fire, yes, seriously, and everyone decides Bea and Ben need to be together. They end up pretending to be a couple to keep Bea's ex, Jonathan, away, and of course, pretending to have feelings never goes wrong, right? Things escalate as they keep acting like a couple. Arguments in the middle of the forest, spider incidents, including Ben ending up without clothes, awkward meetings with Bea's parents, and even some unexpectedly sweet moments. Little by little, what started as pretending begins to feel real. However, everything falls apart. Lies are exposed, feelings are denied, and they both say things they shouldn't. During Claudia and Hallie's wedding, Bea sees Ben kissing Margaret and decides to leave, because running away is always the best emotional strategy. Ben, finally realizing he might be the problem, decides to chase after her in a totally normal way by jumping into the ocean and asking the Coast Guard for help to get to the Sydney Opera House. And of course, it all ends with a dramatic reunion, a grand gesture, and a passionate kiss. Bea and Ben finally admit the obvious. They like each other, because after all that international chaos, lies, falling into water, and questionable decisions, why not? Interestingly, this movie was filmed in real locations in Australia, including the iconic Sydney Opera House, which helped give it that chaotic romance with a big budget vibe. Now, do you think Bia and Ben would actually work in real life, or does this kind of relationship only work because it's a movie? Let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.